Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to give you a packing strategy for your next Amtrak trip. All right, guys, so we're looking at a 3-bag plan here, and this is for a kind of cross-country journey for the most part. If you're doing a short trip or not even doing it overnight, you might want to use something a little bit different, but for the most part, this is going to be your best bet here. So you're going to need 3 bags, and those 3 bags are, you're going to want 1 bag like this. We'll talk more about this in just a minute, where this is going to be kind of your bag that whatever's in here, you don't care if you lose it. If you lose it, somebody takes it, it's gone. Your life won't be changed at all if whatever is in here is gone, okay? So that's that bag. We'll talk about what's in it in a minute. Second bag is going to be a backpack or a bag that is easy for you to carry. And what's gonna be in here is all of your valuables. And I'll let you take a peek in there in just a minute as well. So you're gonna have this bag with you at all times. You're not gonna let this thing out of your sight. I literally sleep with this thing on me if I need to, if I'm in coach. So you protect this thing because it's got all your good stuff in it. And then the third bag that you want is your checked bag, or you can store this bag in either your room or on the luggage rack, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well in just a minute. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into this bag that you can lose or somebody can take or whatever, and you won't be upset. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack it, and I'll show you what happens with this bag. We absolutely love it because, as many of you know, we do travel full time. And so we've got lots of different things, more things with us usually than the average person on a trip. So one of the first things that we need is we do need an antibacterial spray. We do like it. I like to have something that has a pretty scent to it. Rob maybe not so much, but I try to pick something fruity, and then he'll kind of go with the flow with me on it, but something to just kind of spray things down with. I also lots of times have carried antibacterial wipes as well, kind of the travel packs. Just open those up, wipe things down, or use a spray like this. Right now I'm down to the spray because I haven't been able to find the little travel packets in the stores, so stop buying those so that I can find them. All right, so we've got antibacterial spray. The next thing is your toiletries are going to be in here, okay? So we've got our toiletry bag, and Rob and I will share this one bag and put all our stuff in it. And it's one of those hanging ones. You unzip it, it has the hook, and you hang it, and it's got tons of space on it, you can see, and lots of pockets on the inside. Oh, also, before I get too deep into this, guys, I've got all links to all of the items that we travel with on the website, groundedlifetravel.com. And there is a blog that tells you the top things that we travel with in our bags, and it will give you links to all of these items. So if you're trying to track those down before you ask me in the comments, head over to groundedlifetravel.com and just click on the links. It'll take you right over to Amazon where you can buy these items. So toiletry bag and antibacterial spray. The next big thing is, if you actually, even at night, whether you're in coach or you are in a sleeper car, this all applies to either of those accommodations when you're traveling on a train. So the next thing is slippers. And this I like because I don't want to go anywhere without shoes on the train. And they actually do also tell you that you can't walk around in your socks or barefoot on the train. So you do need to either have shoes or slippers on to move about the train. Plus, I cannot imagine walking around the train with no shoes on. That's just me. So slippers is great. We put that in this bag as well. Now, the next thing we have is snacks. Especially if you're in coach, you're gonna wanna have some extra things because cafe food gets old real quick. Even if you are in the sleeper cars, you're gonna want some snacks as well. So I put the bars in a little bag, and we like to have kind of these little protein bars, different types, just so we've got lots of different things. Your Luna bars, that's Rob's favorite if you're trying to entice him. We also like That's It bars. And I'm also a big fan of Larabars as well. And then, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to stay hydrated on the train. So I've got little hydration packs, and we can pour those into our water and have a little bit extra electrolyte replacement as well, so you can stay hydrated on the train and don't get kind of dried out. So I got a little zippy bag of those, because things can get lost in this bag if you don't kind of separate those out. So you've got that, and then we do like to, sometimes we have a sweet tooth, so we've got some M&Ms, and right now this is our candy of choice. We like Nerds Gummy Clusters. You can say whatever you want in the comments. It's not going to change our minds. We're still going to bring candy with us, so just make your peace with it, okay? And then the next thing that we have in here is change of clothes, and that all depends on how many nights you're going to be on the train. This one in particular will be just for one night on the train, so we'll each have a shirt in here to change into when we go get cleaned up in the morning in the bathroom. And then we have some emergency things as well if we are traveling in cold weather. Rob, because he has a little bit less hair than I do, needs to keep his head warm, so we keep this cap in here with us as well if we are traveling during cold weather time. Then the other thing I always have with me, I'm sure you've noticed this in all my videos, is that I'm usually wearing this little cardigan as well. I like it because I can use it as, you know, kind of a blanket in the seat. I could even use it as a scarf as well, and of course just put it on as a cardigan. Again, I do have links to almost all of these things on our website as well. And then the other thing, and this is great, and now I don't have the pants part usually in here because Rob is usually wearing these, especially if, you know, we're traveling during times where the weather changes back and forth, but I usually have his pant legs in here because these legs zip onto these shorts and they become pants. So if the weather should change and he gets a little bit cool, then we just take those pant legs and we put them right onto the, you know, zip them right onto the shorts, and then we're all set. So that's what's in that bag. Now, what I absolutely love about this bag is what happens next. So also, before I forget, you wanna make sure and have your name tag on here. And this one is from Amtrak because the one I had on here kind of fell off, but it worked out anyways because of what's gonna happen next. So this bag actually turns in on itself, and I'm gonna show you how that happens. This little pocket inside this entire bag, zip, 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 goes right up here, shove it all in there, and it becomes this tiny little pouch. So when we're not traveling on Amtrak and we don't need this overnight bag, it turns into this fantastic little tiny bag, and we just throw it right in that check bag if we don't need it or whatever. Easy peasy. We love traveling with this because it's just so easy. And if you ever need an extra bag for emergencies or whatever, this is always with you. So that is that bag that you keep with you, and you don't have to worry about, and you don't have to be concerned if somebody takes it or whatever. You can say goodbye to it, even though you'll be sad if you maybe lose your slippers or your snacks or whatever. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go over is our backpack. Okay, so the backpack, and I recently just switched my backpack. It's a little bit different than I normally have, but what I like about the backpacks that we carry is that they do have these air vents in the back here and padding, so it's really nice and cushy. It's got like little foam in there, so it's not gonna feel so harsh up against your back. This one also attaches to the handle of the checked bag. So this strap goes right here, and then if I don't want to carry it on my back, or I want to break and I have this bag with me, I just take it off, put it right on there, and then I don't have to worry about it. I could take a little break from it. Okay, so this bag has a couple of pockets. It has one on this side, and it has one on this side. So let's start in the very back here. And right back here, I've got my computer, and it just kind of snaps in there. And then I also, my hands always get really cold, you guys. So I always carry these light, they're actually running gloves is what I normally use them for, but I keep them in my backpack because if my hands do get really cold, these little guys come to the rescue. I love these. And then I'm a visor gal, so I like to have a visor with me in case it's really bright or whatever the case may be. And then I know you're gonna be super surprised about this, but I like sometimes to play games and I don't wanna play them on my phone or something different, so I do carry a Switch with me. And so I have that in this cute little case. I'm a big Mario fan, so that's why I have a case that looks like this. All right, so that's what's in this back part. Now, this is the big juicy part. Before I move on, I want to show you this guy here. This is actually my scarf. You will always see this thing hanging from my bag. If I'm not wearing it, it is on me around my neck. I always have it tied to the top handle of this backpack. Now we're gonna move into the meaty part of my bag, and that is in the middle here. Okay guys, so you're always asking us about our GoPros or how we record. So this is how we do that. We use our GoPros, and we do use for the views out the windows on the train trips, we use this suction cup, suction it to the window, and then the GoPro is looking straight out the window, and then this turns and it suctions on, and you can turn it and it suctions right off and just pull it off of the window. So that's awesome. And again, we have links to these, to both this GoPro and to the suction right on our website, groundedlifetravel.com. So make sure you guys check that out. So that's that. I always have an extra bag that I can use for either a purse or a shopping bag, little canvas bag. Always carry that with me as well. And then I do love to read, so I always have my Kindle with me, and I love the Kindle Oasis. Is probably my absolute favorite. When they came out with this, I just kind of went crazy. I love it. I love all of the features about it. It's absolutely worth it to me. So again, I have links to these on the website, so check that out. And then I also have an iPad mini. I know you're thinking that's just a notebook. It's not, it's an iPad mini. So that's that. And then I have my camera with me for taking pictures and for making videos. I love this Sony. It is my absolute favorite. And then microphone. I like to have noise canceling headphones in there as well. And then Rob and I like to play games. And so one of the things that we do is we like to play Spot It. I put it in this little bag instead of the tin that it comes in because it's easier to store. And then we play this dice Uno game. We switch them up every once in a while depending on where we are and get something different. Right now, these are the games that we're traveling with. Now, one of the things that we always talk about is the adapter that I use in order for us to be able to charge more than one thing at a time in the room. And this has 4 USB spots, so you can charge 4 USB items on this one, and it's actually a universal because it changes to all of the different countries that you would need, and you use it right in that country. It's really easy to use, guys. So this is an awesome, awesome item. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite things actually in this backpack. I know that's a little bit crazy. And then, you guys, we seriously do travel with a tape measure because Rob really likes to measure stuff. So I always have this tape measure in my backpack. He literally all the time is like, do we have that tape measure? I was like, of course we do. It's in my bag. So there it is. So that's what's in this part of my backpack. And then I also have a few extra things. Guys, if you have any medication that you need, you gotta have that on that bag that you cannot lose. So if you have prescription medication or like over-the-counter allergy medication like this, you wanna have that on the backpack that you keep with you all the time. If you put it in the other bag and it gets lost or somebody takes it, then you're not going to have your medication with you. So you wanna make sure that that's with the bag that stays with you all the time, and you don't wanna put it in your check bag because that's just a really bad idea. Never a good idea to do that. I always have something to wipe my nose in the event I need it. And now I am, you wouldn't think this, but I'm a bit of a picky sleeper. And one of the things that I love is these Bose sleep buds. Now guys, these aren't ads for any of these items. These are just the things that we actually use That's why we created that blog post for you guys. You guys are constantly asking us, what do you use for this? What do you use for that? That's why we're telling you. So these guys, they charge up, they're teeny tiny, they fit right into your ear, and then they play literally just white noise. So you can't play anything but the white noise, and use the app on your phone with it. I love these guys, Bose Sleep Buds. I sleep with these guys and they are awesome. Makes every train journey amazing. And then in here, I've got some lip balm, I've got some hand sanitizer, and I also have, I really like for things to smell good all the time. So I do also have some essential oil in here as well, because it does feel nice and kind of soothing to have something that smells nice in your room as you're trying to go to bed or relaxing or whatever. And I keep those in, this is a reusable zip bag that I keep in here, and it makes it really simple to pack up all my things right in there and then zip it right back up, and you're good to go. So this bag is absolutely amazing. I'm able to put everything that I need right in there. The other thing is I also do carry a neck pillow with me. I don't have it here right now. I thought I did, but just one of those neck pillows. I'm sure that you've seen those on our backpack. Usually that is the other thing that is snapped to this bag right here, is that neck pillow. And we use those as extra pillow support as well. I know a lot of you have mentioned you don't really like the pillows on Amtrak, or you like something a little bit thicker or a little bit higher up. So we use those pillows as kind of an extra support should we not like the pillow that we've got. We use them in hotel rooms as well, or Airbnbs, wherever we are. We use those neck pillows. So that's the other thing that you'll find attached to this bag, as well as our refillable water bottles that we always carry with us as well. Guys, remember, all the links to the stuff is in that blog post on groundedlifetravel.com. When you're packing your checked bag, so you do get 2 bags with Amtrak that you can check for free up to 50 pounds. And they're very strict on the 50 pounds because, of course, it doesn't matter for the train, but it does matter for the person that has to pick up this bag. Sometimes it is a challenge if your bag is too heavy. So try to keep those under that 50 pounds. You do get 2 bags to go ahead and check. So do that. We like these bags. They're 23 inches. And they're actually perfect. They are expandable, but we don't generally find that we need that because we do carry few things with us as far as clothing and shoes and things like that. But these 23-inch bags are perfect because they do fit very easily in the racks, especially if there's room on the lower part. You can very easily just slide those right in. And this bag also fits perfectly. If you're in a Viewliner roomette, there is that storage space up above. These fit perfectly up in that spot. Anything bigger than this is going to be a really tight squeeze to get in there, but the 23-inch is perfect. And again, you can find these links to these types of things all on our website. I hope this video was helpful to you. A lot of you have asked me for this over and over, so here it is for you. Hopefully it's helpful to you, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else you wanted to know that I didn't mention. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this video, and give me a little like on this video too. I'll see you guys on the rails.